What the heck is Sophia doing in my room? Emma being there is not surprising. She's always been the type to drop by unannounced. But surely someone like Sophia has to have way more important things to do than visiting me. As I approach my room, I can already hear an exchange going on between them. What would you know? I've been his friends for years, so I think I would know more than you. Wait, are they talking about Onyx? Yeah, I feel like they are talking about Onyx. What are they talking about? I could eavesdrop a bit before going in. Yeah, do that, Onyx. No, I wanna listen in. I'm gonna listen in. I step closer to the door, staying just out of sight so I can hear them. I think you misunderstood me. I only meant that Onyx seems like he enjoys a different kind of woman. Huh? The kind that are more, well, womanly. Oh, I am plenty womanly. Oh no, Emma, do you have a crush on Onyx? And I already said I'm not interested in him that way. Anyway, oh no, you do not. Oh, sad. Okay, time to step in before this gets more awkward. I enter the room before the exchange can continue. Both women turn their attention to me, and Sophia rises from my bed. Another late night. You weren't exploring somewhere you shouldn't have been again, were you? Of course not, that's a lie. Who am I kidding? That's all I've been doing. I was just telling Sophia politely that she shouldn't be here. I doubt that was politely, but okay. The student council president shouldn't be breaking into other people's room all willy-nilly. And as I was trying to explain to Emma, I have the right to enter another student's room if it's for the sake of council business. What kind of business do you have to do this late at night? It's been a busy day. Now was the only time I had to come here. Two girls duking it out in front of me. Why am I getting deja vu? At least this argument is a lot less likely to get violent. Agreed? No, actually no, I do not agree. They're most likely also to get violent. I think. And there you go, you don't even believe yourself. It's fine, Emma. I'm sure Sophia doesn't have any bad intentions. Unless you happen to see her take something from my room. Well, no. But that doesn't mean she hasn't. Sophia gasps and puts her hand on her chest dramatically. I've never abused my privileges. I feel like you would. Besides, Onyx is welcome to frisk me if he feels if it's necessary. Frisk? You mean touch all around? Well, I'm all for it. Let's go, Onyx. She narrows her gaze and smiles at me like she's issuing a playful challenge. Not necessary. No, definitely necessary, Onyx. Why are you hesitating? But I am curious to know about this council business. What this council business is about. If someone broke into the library again, I have an alibi. Sophia laughs. No, it's not about that. However, I would appreciate it if we could have some privacy before discussing business. Her suggestive tone is accompanied by a sidelong glance in Emma's direction. What? Hey! You can't kick me out of someone else's room? Here we go again. Who should I side with? Well, I want to side with Emma, but I don't think Sophia's gonna be full forward if Emma is around. So I have to get Emma away to hear the full story from Sophia. So I gotta side with Sophia for now. It's not a big deal, Emma. We can hang out later. Fine. Have it your way, Onyx. But if she did steal something, don't come crying to me. I'll see you tomorrow. With the huff, Emma marches out of the room and shuts the door behind her. Are you sure she's not eavesdropping like you just like you? I've been having trouble pronouncing. like you did just a while ago, Onyx? I'm sorry, Onyx. I didn't expect my request would be taken so badly. It's okay. Emma just has a flair for the dramatic. She's not really that upset. Ah, well, that's a relief. What did you want to talk to me about? Without answering, Sophia sits back down on the edge of my bed and gently pats the space beside her. Feels a little weird to be invited to my own bed, but alright. She half turns toward me as I sit down. When her knees touch mine, my pulse quickens. Now, you know it's my job to make sure every student does well and follows the rules. Did I do something wrong? Of course not. Although I can't help but notice you've been spending your time with a number of... Say it. Sophia pauses for a moment for dramatic effect. Questionable individuals since your arrival. I even heard you may have been involved in some kind of assault after the welcome party. Assault? Must be talking to the zombie. Never. It was only a rumor. There's no smoke without fire. Somebody must have spread it. Unfortunately, the witness had been doing a little extra partying that night and wasn't in their right mind. That said, I have personally seen you wandering into all kinds of places with multiple young women. Wait a minute, are you accusing Onyx of something? You're not getting yourself into something dangerous, are you? Who? Me? Of course not. I'm just... Think fast. Making friends, yes. Good idea. Very interesting friends. I see. I would still be careful if I were you. Those girls aren't the kind you want to get entangled with. She gingerly sets her hand on my thigh, letting it sit there as though it were the most normal thing in the world. Gnarly. I'm not really sure how to read this situation. Is she just worried about me? I doubt she would put her hands in her thigh if she was worried. Wait, is her hand climbing up? Or does she know something? Do you know these girls, Sophia? The briefest moments of silence hangs in there. I would take that as a yes, Onyx. I know enough to be sure that you're better off setting your sights on other women. As it happens, there's one right in front of you that thinks you're pretty cute and... Oh wow, she's trying to get herself in Onyx's good shoes. And maybe wouldn't mind if you wanted to take her up on that frisking offer. It's a blatant invitation, Onyx. Take up on the offer. Take it. Her eyes narrows again. Though not so much like she's teasing me, but rather like she's seducing me. Be seduced. I swallow hard as she gazes deeply into my eyes. Is she really? Does she want me to? Yes, let it take over. It's over 28. Why is it so expensive? Nope. Don't even think about this thing. You let passion take over. Now. I think Emma's gonna interrupt. She's right outside the door. eBay's dropping. I guarantee you. Sophia's brazen advances leave me half stunned. I mean, if you want me to. My gaze travels up and down the curves of her body. Sophia reaches out, gently but firmly taking hold of my wrist to urge me forward. She guides me to her midsection, first letting me feel her waist and then the curves on her hips. Don't be shy, Onyx. It's just us and Emma right outside the door. Do whatever you'd like to me. Her sultry boy. I can't even pronounce that right now. Her sultry voice makes my heart race. And though I still can't help but feel nervous, her invitation gives me all the confidence I need. I start tracing my fingers along her hip, the tips just barely touching, until I reach her thigh. As I gently squeeze it, I lean forward to press my lips to hers. Sophia eagerly wraps her arms over my shoulders to pull herself closer. One hand remains on her thigh, while the other slips around her back to support her. Her soft lips feel more amazing than anything I could have imagined, and I get the pleasure of feeling them over and over as we part and rejoin between labored breaths. This is really happening. It's so fast, but she's so irresistible. I just have to. I nearly lose myself completely to my urges, my hand on her back moving on its own as it feels around for the straps of her bra. And with just a little finesse, the hooks come undone. Ah! Sophia pulls away, her eyes wide in surprise. You were able to do that with one hand while I'm still fully dressed? Impressive. Onyx sure has some skills. You must be more experienced than I thought. Huh? A nervous chuckle escapes my lips. What can I say? I suppose I have skills even I didn't know about. Well, let's see if we can discover some more of them. Before I can say anything, Sophia pounces on me like a panther in heat. Oh, Onyx! By the time we are done, Sophia and I are lying beneath the covers, equal parts exhausted and blissful. Whoa! Sophia giggles. I take that to mean you enjoyed it? That was the best thing I have ever done. Wait, how long was that? I don't feel that was very long. Look, it still hasn't changed. The night's still there. I'm glad. I had a great time too. With a weary groan, Sophia rolls onto her side and leans in to press a soft kiss to my cheek. Then she climbs out of bed and begins getting dressed. Wasn't she dressed? Okay, no. Okay. You're leaving already? I'm afraid so. I've got an early morning, and it wouldn't be a very good look if people found out that the student council president hooked up with a new student. So, I'd better sleep out while it's dark. I already got a good option without even having to do anything. That's good. Go on. Bye-bye. I can't help but be a little disappointed even if I agree with her logic. Too bad. Not to worry. There's always next time. After a few minutes, Sophia slips out as quietly as she can. As busy as the day, and now night, has been, I opt to remain in bed, feeling completely drained, but definitely satisfied. Grr, Onyx. Phew. College sure is something. Yeah, that was hard. The next day is a Saturday, giving me plenty of time to recuperate from the chaos up till now. Or at least, I hope so. And without any plans for the weekend, I opt to head into town and wander around for a bit. A sudden smack on my back snaps me out of my thoughtless meandering. Hey, Emma's here. Funny running into here. I feel like she was following Onyx. Emma, what brings you to town? Just killing time and stalking Onyx as well. But since you're here too, how about you pay up on that bet we made? Almost as if she had planned the whole meetup, which I feel like she did, Emma leads the way to a boba shop that is conveniently nearby. And, just like I promised, I'm obligated to treat her to her prize. It's so yummy. What flavor did you get? I love this boba stuff. Where are they from again? I think Japan, Taiwan, Korea. It's definitely Japan. It should be Japan. I think I've seen in China as well. Let's go guess randomly. Japan. I always see it in anime. So probably Japan. Right? Emma makes a loud sound like a buzzer. Wrong. The truth is always stranger than fiction. Wait, it's not from Japan? Then where is it from? Taiwan? That concoction? It hails from a place where the borders between reality and nightmares blur. Taiwan. Sure. But not the one you think you know. So I was right, it was Taiwan. But that was my secondary guess. You're really grounding your understanding in the flickering shadows of anime. In the reflections cast by a world that isn't even yours. So what? I like my anime. You got a problem with it? Did you assume that just because of that thing? The grotesque spectacle where bodies are used to serve the drink? Flesh and liquid intertwined? Okay, what is she saying? No, that's not it at all. Liar. You did. You're just another one, then. A mind trapped in a cage of desires that aren't even your own. Pervert, how did this conversation lead to here? Why ask the question at all if you knew the answer? To see if you knew it. Emma grins widely. You're such a menace, Emmy. Emmy? I take a sip from my drink and sit back in my chair. Hey, listen. I'm sorry about what happened last night. I feel bad kicking you out of my room like that. Oh, it's fine. I don't really care. I doubt that. Someone as hot as Sophia wants to be alone with you in your room. I'll be a total hog blocker if I insisted on sticking around. Oh yeah, you would be. Good thing I kicked you out. Sure, maybe I was a little worked up. But we are good. As long as you spill the details. Now don't, Onyx, don't spill a single detail here. She quickly leans forward, fully ready to gossip about what she obviously expects to be the intimate details. So, how did it go down? Nothing like what you're thinking happened. Exactly like what you're thinking happened, Emma. Uh-huh. Then why are you blushing? Huh? Because, we just talked about business stuff. Confidential business. Oh, yeah? What kind of business? Think, Onyx, think. Sophia warned me not to get involved with the wrong kind of woman. I probably shouldn't say that in case Emmy thinks it's about her. I got caught snooping around the library after closing a couple of days ago. Wait, really? Damn, Onyx. That's probably the least metal and most boring thing you could get in trouble for. Yeah, well, I'll try to get in trouble for something cooler next time. If you do, make sure to let me tag along. I shake my head. Yep, definitely a menace. Later that night, I exhaled deeply after closing the door behind me. Man, I was out longer than I thought I would be. The day's practically finished. Which means it's time for the creatures of the night to come out and play. There you go, Lila's here. Lila appears from around the corner, evidently trying to startle me like usual. My natural reaction is indifference? Fright, apathy? I think I should go with apathy. I don't want to be frightened. Oh, hey Lila. Huh? Are you really so used to my presence that I'm unable to startle you anymore? Honestly, I've kind of grown to expect it. The vampirist's cheeks puff up in an uncharacteristically adorable pout. That was a long word and I was able to pronounce it. Then I suppose I will have to come up with something new in the future. At any rate, I've been waiting for you for quite some time, you know. Oh, yeah? Do you have any news about your investigation? In a way, yes. What does that mean? Well, I traveled to the Caval's nearest hideaway to find out what I could about the vampire that perished here. But despite being a member of the Evernights, no one seemed to know what he was doing in Crespo, let alone at the university. So, it's a dead end, which I presume it was gonna be. Not quite. Our kind tends to plan out every move we make meticulously. For no one to know what that boy was up to is a complete impossibility, and every inquiry I made to a superior was met with a metaphorical wall, which means someone is probably hiding something. That's my fear, and whoever it is must have ties to the undead incursion that we should be attempting to stop. Who could it be is such an obvious question. But I'm more concerned about why. To work so directly against our own mission is surely treason. They must have quite a lot to gain to take such a risk. She closes her eyes and lets out a heavy sigh. I need to rest. Lila must be running herself ragged through all this. Maybe there's some way I could help her unwind. Alright then, let's help the old hag. Yes, video games, that's what we must do. Now, tell her to stop working, that's useless. Nobody listens to anything someone else says. Okay, teach her to play video games. Yes, let's do this. You need to take a break, Lila. You know what always helps me relax? Video games. Video games. Video games. Those things always seem so needlessly complicated to me. Like those smartphones everyone adores so much. If you want, I can show you what I always play when I need to shut my brain off. It's easy to learn too. I probably shouldn't, but I suppose it couldn't do any harm. Great. I think you will love it. Lila and I sit down in front of the TV as I fire up my favorite farming sim. Farming simulator? Come on now. Fortunately for you, I had an extra cabin built on my farm in case someone else wanted to join. So you just take this controller and I spend the next several minutes giving Lila a crash course about the controls and objectives of the game. And even though she holds the controller like it's some mysterious alien device, she picks up on it quite quickly. Oh, look at that! There are other people walking around. Are these others playing the game with us? No, those are NPCs. They're computer controlled. What are they for? You can talk to them, give them things. You can even romance some of them. Ooh, I like that option. Romance them? But you said they aren't real. They're not, but that's kind of the point of simulation games like this. You're pretending to live the life of a farmer. A farmer that just spent all of our money on 99 tomato seeds. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. How do I give them back? Lila's pure noob energy gets me laughing as she panics and scrambles to push all of the buttons. Don't worry about it. We'll just be the valley's foremost ketchup supplier. Ugh. I think I may not be cut out for these video games. Could I watch you play instead? If you want. I just hope it won't be too boring. Lila smiles softly and shakes her head. This is far more riveting than entertainment in the old days. Believe me, I believe you. If you're sure. Switching to a single player experience, I go about my normal routine in the game, albeit with a lot more tomato planting. The whole time, Lila intently watches the screen, occasionally chiming in with questions or requests. After about an hour, she looks much more at ease. So much so that she actually starts to lean against me. Soon enough, Lila rests her head on my shoulder. Lady, keep your distance, please. This is nice. You're an old hag. What do you mean this is nice? I enjoy watching you, Onyx. I'm surprised that she feels comfortable enough to snuggle with me like this. But it doesn't feel strange. What doesn't feel? It does feel strange. To you it may not be, but to me, who knows that true age, it does. In fact, it feels kind of right. It does not feel right. It feels wrong. Eventually, Lila stands up and rolls her neck. This was lovely, Onyx, but I should go now. There's still work to be done, after all. So soon? I guess her mission is pretty important. I wish I could help her more. Then again, maybe I could. You said your caval is hiding out nearby, right? She nods. Then what if we go investigate together? You want to visit my caval? I'm not sure if it's proper to allow a human entry. You want to discover the truth, right? I might just be a mortal man, but I promise to help you with your investigation. And I'm going to do it. Though she still appears unsure, an appreciative smile crosses Lila's lips. You're certainly determined. She takes a moment to think. Alright, I'll take you to the caval. But you best steel yourself. This is sure to be dangerous. And now this chapter ends. Yes, does it? Yes, it does. Alright then, see you guys next time.